Welcome to Megamation Direct Line Training. This video will look at the process to run the PM Scheduler. Access the PM Scheduler by going to Module, Preventative Maintenance, PM Scheduler. The PM Scheduler window is made up of three sections. The first section is the type of scheduling. Here there are 4 checkboxes. The first is Preventative Maintenance. If this is selected, the PM Scheduler will check all PM entries of the type PM, PMI, or PMC, and schedule any that are due. The second is Calibration. If this is selected, the scheduler will check all PM entries of type Cal and schedule any that are due. There is also a PM Scheduler within the Calibration module that defaults to this type only. The third is Fleet/Vehicles. This will check PM entries of the fleet vertical and schedule any that are due. Selecting this option also makes available another checkbox which allows limiting the schedule to only PM entries designated as DOT inspections and registration renewals. The last checkbox allows filtering PMs to only those with checklists, the kind created in Direct Line, to be scheduled. The next section is the search criteria. Here, enter a start and end date for the schedule. The general rule of thumb is to run the scheduler on a regular basis according to the shortest PM frequency used. For example, if the shortest frequency is weekly, then run the scheduler every week with a start date and end date separated by 7 days. Dates can be filled by clicking the drop-down and double-clicking on the needed day on the calendar. If needed, filter PMs by building. Do this by selecting the drop-down and choosing a building from the list. The next section is the general options. Here there are 4 more checkboxes. The first box, which can be defaulted in the system, is to display a list of PMs that are due before actually scheduling them. The second box is to print the PM work order as they are scheduled. If this box is checked, options to print attached standard and safety procedure documents, as well as the checklists, are available. The third option, when checked, will make the scheduler check the status of every equipment on PMs and not schedule any PMs where the equipment is inactive. The final option is synchronize procedure due dates. This should only be turned on if PMs are drastically behind. This option pushes the next due date of the PM to fall after the start date entered above. All PMs due before the start date will be skipped. Once options and dates are set, click OK. If the display procedure selection pop-up was chosen, a list of PMs will be displayed. If not, all due PMs will be scheduled. If the list is displayed, choose from the list which PMs to schedule and hit OK. The work orders will now be created, and if the print option was chosen, they will begin printing.